What's up, guys? So today we're gonna be doing another tier list. Today we're gonna be doing My Hero Academia characters. Roast me, and it's once again it's purely my opinion. It's on how much I like them, and I'm only picking characters that I think are relevant enough. So like, if a character you think is relevant, if I missed out on them, sue me. Um, yeah. Other than that, there's nothing much else to say, so let's get it. So here's the tier list, and yeah, I'm gonna be going from the worst tier to the top tier. So to start off this year, I don't think this needs any explanation. Who actually, if anyone even puts him, okay, well, honestly, I can see some put, but if anyone puts him above okay, that's just they're lying. Well, I know someone who one of their favorite characters is Mineta, and I don't even know how that's possible, but whatever. His only personality is that he's a pervert, and honestly, I'm fine with the pervert character. It's just that's his only personality trait. It's like if he was more than just a pervert, I would like him more. But since that's his only thing, I just I hate him for that. And moving on, this might seem odd to you guys, but okay, so My Hero Academia, it was actually one of the first anime I watched besides Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. And so like as a new anime fan, obviously I started with dubbed, and Froppy's dub voice is one of the most annoying things I've ever heard in my life. And once I switched over to sub, I do admit her voice got better, but just the fact that like her dub voice is the one that I spent the longest listening to. Oh my god, it was so annoying. Like honestly, I don't know why so many people like her. She's not even that cool. Her gimmick's alright, I guess, but she's just very annoying in my opinion. I can't really stand her. And Aoyama's just really sus and annoying. That's it. Moving right along to the neutral tier, and the one who's starting this is Ida. So Ida, he's alright. His quirk, I actually really like his quirk. His speed, it's pretty cool, but I would like him more if he like. It's just one thing that I didn't like that he did is when they were planning to save Bakugou, and then Ida didn't want them to do it, and then he actually punched Deku to stop him from going. But like, I know it's just one thing. Like besides that, he's an alright character, but that just really made me hate him in that moment, and I haven't quite forgiven him. But other than that, he's like I can't put him here because I really don't hate him. But that one stunt he pulled was like, what the hell was that, Ida? Come on, the guy was injured too. But yeah, he's alright. He's alright. And Koda, you're whatever. Ojiro, you're whatever. I'm gonna go through these guys fast. Shoji, you're pretty cool. Um, Sato, you're like the most irrelevant character, honestly. Sero, most irrelevant part of the Baku squad. Why the hell are you here? Get the hell out of here. Um, Hagakure, she's not the traitor in my opinion. She's too irrelevant. Tokoyami, he can almost go here, but he's here. But whatever. Um, I forgot your name, but you're alright. Endeavor, I'm a manga reader, so I don't hate him anymore. And I forgot your name too, but you're alright. And that does it for the neutral tier. Yeah, so as you can see, the only one I really had to say anything on was Ida, since he's one of the more relevant characters. And Endeavor, like if you're a manga reader like me, you'll know why you shouldn't really hate Endeavor anymore. He's gotten a lot better. Now on to the okay tier. These are characters that I think are, could be better, but they're definitely noteworthy. And start this list is Momo. Her quirk is really good. It's like she can create anything, but like she's pretty boring, not gonna lie. Like she doesn't really have anything else going for her. And honestly, the only thing notable she's done is when they were in the license exam, and then they just barely won. And then honestly, she hasn't really. Actually, no. When how could I forget her and Todoroki against Aizawa? She was good during that too. Actually, yeah, I can't forget about that. But like Honestly, like, if she had more personality, I'd probably like her because she's pretty boring personality. And next is President Mike. He's kind of cringe, not gonna lie, but he's annoying and doesn't stop talking. But I like his quirk too. It's pretty cool. Shigaraki. He's I like his design. I don't know why. It's a unique design, and I for some reason like. And after his backstory in the manga, I definitely appreciate him more. If I didn't start the manga, I'd probably put him here. But um, after seeing you know, if you're a manga reader, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to spoil anything. All Might, I feel like he retired a bit too fast. Only season 3. And I feel like we should have seen more of him. And we never really saw Prime All Might. In OVAs, I guess, but those aren't really canon, I guess. But whatever. Gran Torino, he's okay. I like that he's an old man and yet he's still pretty damn strong. And he trained Deku pretty damn well. All for One, he has potential to be a great villain, even though we haven't really seen much of him. Not even in the manga yet. He has potential to be a great villain. His quirk is really cool, and his relationship with Shigaraki is also, it's well thought out and everything. And finally, you got Toga. I like Froppy. Her dub voice is super, super annoying, but I give her a pass because I kind of like her. She's alright. But yeah, that does it for the okay tier. Now we're into the good tier, and to start off, we got Kirashima. Kirashima, before the overhaul arc, I didn't think that much about him. I just thought, his quirk's cool. I don't know. I mean, he said he wants a flashier quirk, but I think it's pretty flashy, like, especially when he goes unbreakable, which is, by the way, what sold me on his character, because it's a very cool character. It's a very cool ultimate move. Like, guy looks like a freaking dragon. And, his fight with that one villain, I forgot his name, with Fat Gum, he was really cool during that flashback, and everything looked cool. And that leads to Mina as well, who I just like her because she's funny. Like, she's like the most extroverted character in the whole show, and I ship these two. And moving on, there's also, there's also Kaminari. His quirk is one of the coolest in my opinion. I just like, if you're an electric character in any type of media, you're just straight up cool in my book. And I like how whenever he uses his quirk too much, he does the way thing. I don't know how to explain it, but he's also a prime suspect to be the traitor, and I'm all for that. I think he's most likely to be the traitor, honestly. Then after that, we got Jiro. She's cool. Her quirk's also cool, and I ship these two. And moving on, Kami, she's an airhead, and airheads are funny. She's also funny. Yeah, and then Nejire, she's also an airhead, and airheads are funny. Amajiki, I relate to him. I'm pretty damn shy in public, and his quirk is also really cool. He eats anything, and he grows whatever body part is whatever he ate. And overall, I just like him because I can relate to him. Mirio, if you dislike Mirio, you're either a freaking liar or you just are a terrible person. How can you hate this, probably the most good-hearted, selfless person in the entire show, if you ask me? Monoma's funny. I just like his whole thing is just that he bashes on Class A, and the thing is, I give him a pass for that because he's not part of the main class like Mineta is. So he's more of just like a joke character. That's why I like him. Kendo's underrated. She deserves more appreciation. I also just kind of sim for her too. Tetsu's alright. I like that he's kind of like Kirishima's twin, but like I do think Kirishima should. I get why Kirishima won the fight against him in the sports festival because he's one of the main guys in Class 1A, but Steel is stronger than Rock, my dude. Literally, Steel is stronger. Like, Tetsu should have won that fight. Plot armor on Kirishima. Aizawa, I like his quirk. It's that he can erase any other quirk. It's pretty damn cool. Overhaul's a great villain. He's hateable, which is, and honestly, if you're a villain and you're hateable, you're immediately a good villain in my book. Like, the way he treated Eri wasn't good at all, and like basically just a child abuser, and like I know that sounds horrible when I say it, but like I said, if you're a hateable as a villain, you're a good villain. And Stain is just very cool. I like his quirk, and his design is honestly so freaking awesome. Now onto the great tier, and there's only 2 characters for this, and the first one to talk about is Bakugou. Now, Bakugou, if I'm being honest, I actually don't like Bakugou that much because of how arrogant, like he needs to be humbled. He actually really needs to be humbled, but the character development he's been getting lately, like at the, you know, when his fight with Deku, like he got some good character development, and he's starting to get along with Deku, and they're becoming friends that they should have been. I mean, they should have been friends from the beginning. Deku did nothing but try to be nice to him and try to be friends with him. And no, I don't ship them. Freaking hate that shit. Anyways, yeah, Bakugou, I would probably put him here if he wasn't so arrogant. He just needs to be humbled. Like, I hope in one of his fights he gets put in his place and he's just shown that he's not the center of the world, and he was never the center of the world. And yeah. And next up on this list we got Dobby, and I don't think I have to explain. Dobby is has one of the coolest designs in any form of media I've ever seen. He looks so cool. His quirk is amazing, and if you're a manga reader like me, you know another good reason why I like him so much. I mean, come on, everyone knew that was gonna happen. They didn't do a good job of hiding it, to be honest. Dobby, we don't know his backstory yet if you're an anime only, but it's just the fact that we don't even know his real name yet, and his quirk is amazing. It's blue fire, and it's called cremation, I think, and he just has a cool design. I can't really say anything. Obviously his backstory is also it's really well written. I don't have much to say on him. He's just cool. Okay, so now we're on to the last part of the tier list, and the first one here is going to be Baraka. Now, Baraka, I didn't think much of her until her fight with Bakugou, and she went off in that fight. Okay, I get why they made Bakugou win, but if they made Baraka win, half of the fandom would be so pissed off and the other half would be so happy for her. So I don't know who I wanted to win, because obviously they couldn't make Bakugou lose to her. That would have been the most plot armor on a character ever. But if she won, I would have been so happy. And I don't know why people ship them from this freaking fight. Anyway, yeah, I didn't think much of her until that fight, and then she immediately became my 3rd favorite character in the entire show. Also, she's the best girl in the whole show. You can't change my mind. She's you can't change my mind whatsoever. And her backstory is really good. It's not really good. It's just she's regarding the actual world, and she's just trying to make money for her family. She's selfless too. It's what I like about a character. Next, we got Deku. Okay, so Deku, I know he gets a lot of hate because people think he's a pretty bad main character, but I honestly think he is a good main character because he had to go through a lot of pain growing up, and okay. I am nowhere comparing Deku's childhood to Naruto, but Deku, he was picked on a lot because he didn't have a quirk, and he had to go through a lot growing up, but he had a parent, he had a home with loved ones. Naruto's childhood was a billion times worse, but it's pretty similar, I guess you could say. Well, in a way, I guess, but you know what I mean. You get the gist. And I like that he inherited All Might's quirk. Obviously, that's the main point of the show. I'm just stating obvious points. I think he's a better main character than people say he is, because he's not a bad main character. There are worse main characters, and you'll see what I mean by that in another tier list I'll do in a week or two. And I think Deku is a a pretty damn good main character, one of the better ones in my opinion, and he's also just straight up like he's so precious. How can you can't hate Deku, honestly. It's if you hate Deku once, you're like you're like a Mirio hater. You're either a liar or you're just a straight up terrible person. And the last one on this list is Todoroki. Yeah. Call me a freaking 90% of the fandom generic dude. I don't care, okay? Todoroki is the coolest character in the show. You cannot change my mind. One of the best designs I've ever seen. Actually, no, Dobby has the coolest design in the show, but he's overall the best character in my opinion. Quirk is amazing, has a well written backstory. Basically, just great everything. It's, okay, one thing is have more personality. Don't be such a he's not an airhead. Don't be such a stick in the mud all the time. But he is like all of his fights have incredible animation. Whenever he uses both his fire and his ice, he's like his rivalry with his father, and like he's trying to warm up to his father, no pun intended, and I like that's why I don't put Endeavor in death, because he's trying to improve his life and like atone for his sins. He's trying to get back, get a better connection with his children, and I don't think he's seen his wife yet. Well, in the anime at least, but Todoroki he's a well written character overall. Like he's my third favorite anime character of all time. That's basically it. He's just well written, great design, and basically just a great everything. And honestly, he's one of the main reasons I wanted to watch the show, because the thing is, when I see a show, I'm kind of weird with anime. I look at the storyline and everything too, but it's also just like I try to scout for who my favorite character will be even before I watched the anime. And like as soon as I saw Todoroki, I knew it would be him, and I wasn't wrong. It ended up being him. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this tier list. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and once again, this is all my opinion, so if you disagree with me, that's fine. Just let me know where you would put these guys. And for next week's list, I'm considering doing another anime, or the thing is, I want to do this, but I feel like a lot of people are just gonna call me cringe for doing it. I'm thinking of doing a tier list on ships in My Hero Academia next week, but I might change my mind. Who knows? I might do another anime, and like I know what's going, but I'm not gonna tell you yet. But might do a shipping one. Who knows? It depends on how I feel. So see you guys in the next one.